Come join me today as together we take a walk through GUM on Red Square, Russia's most famous department store, standing here since 1893. And stay tuned for some big surprises of which stores are still open. So we're here today in Red Square, the center of Moscow, Russia. And our mission is to find out if it's really true that the Western brands have all left Russia. All we see in the media and mainstream media and YouTube channels is all the brands have left. Now, of course, it's true that many have. McDonald's famously has left. It's been replaced by Vkusno and Tochno. But let's see what about other big brands that people all say have deserted Russia. We're going to find out, and we're going to come here to GUM, which is a department store, shopping mall, almost equivalent to Harrods in England, maybe Macy's in America, different brands inside here. It's kind of the higher end, the luxury, so it's a good place to check if these brands really have left Russia. So rather than believe what everybody says, I don't know, I haven't been here for a long time, let's go inside and find out what's true. As you see, there's not bad cars parked outside of here. Every month there's a different theme that's placed inside of this shopping mall. At the moment you see this one, it's Uzbek gastronomical theme. Next month there'll be something different. Of course, we've got Christmas, New Year coming up, so there'll be something themed around that. But it's always interesting to come each month and see what's new here. We can see we've got Burberry here. Next door to Burberry, we've got Chanel. Here we've got Paul Smith. The question is, I can see they're all here and they have stock inside, but a lot of them seem to be closed. So Burberry is definitely closed. Chanel is also closed. Paul Smith is open. Okay, so we found that some are open and some are closed. You can see there Chanel. Let's have a look. Chanel, dear clients, we regret to inform you that all Chanel boutiques will be temporarily closed in Russia from Sunday to March the 6th due to technical reasons. Please be assured that the House of Chanel truly values your trust and loyalty, and all the boutique teams very much look forward to seeing you again and remain at your disposal in the meantime. It's pretty obvious from that they have no intention of leaving long term. They've even left stock in there. They're very careful with the words that they've chosen to try not to offend their Russian customers. Also, the huge amounts of tourists that come here when there aren't these issues going on. In my opinion, it looks like these major brands, world famous luxury brands, have no intention of moving out long term. And this was only March that they've actually stopped opening the doors here, so it wasn't that long ago. And I think we're going to see them back here before too long. You see here, it's an absolute tradition of this shopping mall that people buy ice creams here. It's a centuries-old tradition. This mall's been here since 1890 and it's been serving ice creams almost non-stop from that time. So right now we're into September, but even during the winter you'll see lots of people here queuing up for ice creams. So here we have Mont Blanc. Again, it's not actually open at the moment though. The shop remains. It looks like it's ready for reopening at some point, but right now it's closed to the customers. Say, dear visitors, the store Mont Blanc is closed due to technical problems. We apologize for temporary inconveniences. I think we all know what those technical problems are, but again, it looks like they're coming back as soon as they can. Okay, we're here at Rolex, a shop that needs no introduction. There's watches in the window, and let's see if it's open. It seems to be there's a customer in there, there's watches there, there's a security guard, there's girls serving. And yeah, there's watches in the window. So again, pretty much all of these luxury brands are still here. Some of them have closed their doors temporarily, whilst others are still serving the customers. So not quite what we've been told by the media abroad. So we're just going up here to the third level because I spotted another couple very familiar brands to us in the West, and they look like they're open. So let's check them out and see if that is the case. See Samsung here, we're all familiar with that brand, and yeah, I can see it's open. So more and more brands appearing that we all know that remain open. And again, it looks like Samsung is pretty well stocked. See here, they have all the televisions. Yeah, and it looks like they have all the TVs and that kind of thing there, and then goes into the telephones and computers and things like that. And then actually, interesting next door, for those of you into your sports, we've got Techno Gym here, a very good sport brand, makes sports equipment. And again, yeah, it's open, guys. It's working, the doors are open. Nice to see. And as you see here, welcome. It's well and truly open. Stocked out nicely with all the equipment. So this is a kind of luxury supermarket within the shopping mall. So let's have a look what's inside here and what produce there is, if there's anything from other parts of the world. One thing there's no shortage of is fruits and vegetables in Russia, of course. It's the biggest country in the world by land size, and they can grow all of their own produce. So it's not short of that anywhere, I can assure you, as you see here. So it wouldn't be Russia, of course, without caviar. Here there's red caviar, but I'm not seeing any black caviar at the moment, but we'll see if we can find it somewhere. Okay, here you have Russian Beluga vodka in a Lalique glass. It's 583,000 rubles, which is equivalent of around $6,000 or 5,000 pounds. For those of you that like your alcohol, there's no shortage, clearly, of imports. Here we have Calvados, for example, which you can't find in many places, so anything like this you're going to find here. I mean, you can look around, there's wine, whiskey from all parts of the world and of the very highest standards. So in terms of alcohol, there's definitely nothing you can't find here. So now we're in the handbag section. As you can see, we've got from Paris, Lancel. It's open, it's fully stocked, and there's people in here shopping. And over here we have Furler, the Italian brand, also handbags. Plenty of customers currently buying things in there, in fact buying watches by the looks of it. And it's definitely not closed. And we see another pretty luxury brand, it's also still open.
Yes, Goras Kobe.
And actually you can see that they've got everything they need in Russia, because here they've got plenty of bread and here they've got plenty of vodka. So what else do you need? So you can see here, you can still get all the brands. There's Clarins there, here. Clearly there's Dolce & Gabbana. So even though perhaps the actual stores themselves, like Dolce & Gabbana, are temporarily closed, you can just go 20 meters away, you can buy all their products here. I do wonder if actually the products have gone from their magazines that are temporarily closed into these shops. And this is quite nice. It's electric bikes, but kind of a retro style. So again, you see all the brands here, Givenchy, and there's a huge selection. It's not like they just have a small amount. They really have a big selection of all these premium brands. Here you have Swiss brand also. So quite literally all of the luxury brands that you would want or can find elsewhere, they have. And coming into here, Dior, Estee Lauder, it's all here. As we walk around, as you see, pretty much all of these Western luxury brands are still here. Now, some of them have temporarily closed their doors, but I would say at least half, if not more, are still wide open to the public. And I would say the ones that have closed their doors, it does not look like they're going anywhere, and soon they're going to reopen. Hugo Boss is one of those that is actually closed at the moment. However, I would say it's definitely going to reopen again, because look inside here. There's been no effort after, 2 years to move the stock out or to another country or perhaps into other magazines. It's still fully stocked out, and I would say, yeah, ready to go as soon as they feel like it's a good time to start operating again. That's the feeling I get going all the way around here. All these brands are just biding their time before they open up again, whilst others are just carrying on as business as usual anyway. And again, Boss is there, but the doors are closed. And then we have another international Swiss brand, Swatch, next door. And this is here, but this one is open with customers inside buying products. On the outside of this supermarket is the caviar bar, Beluga caviar bar. I think we can all understand this is going to be pretty expensive, but it's a popular bar. Now this shopping mall, GUM, opened in 1890. It's 3 stories. You see it's got this beautiful glass roof in here. So it's survived here a long time, and it seems to be thriving still. It's a particularly beautiful shopping mall, I've got to say. And of course right on Red Square, so a perfect location. So Yeah, very beautiful place to be. Not too busy, but there's customers around, people buying things. This is the epicenter of the shopping mall. Again, there's always different things going on here. At the moment, the theme is watermelon arbus, as they call it in Russia. So the fountain is full of them at the moment. It's always something, again, interesting to see here. I've got to say, just generally about shopping malls, it's probably one of my favourite that I've ever been to because of all the natural light from the glass ceiling all the way along here. That's what makes it so nice. It's just a nice feel walking around in here. So just as a shopping mall, which I'm not particularly fond of anyway, generally speaking, this is definitely one of the good ones. So I've enjoyed my time here. So if you're ever in Russia, check out GUM on Red Square. Big brands that we've seen like Rolex, Samsung, they're still here, still open. So everything you can find, and it seems to me that perhaps some of these shops that are now temporarily closed have moved some of their products into these stores just 20 meters away so that they can still be sold. So there we have it, guys. The aim of this video was to just show you what's here rather than tell you something that it's like this or it's like that. Let's actually come here and see. And I think the conclusion is that all of these Western brands are still here. They haven't all closed. Now, some of them are temporarily closed their doors, but all the stock is there and they make it clear on the information on the windows that they plan to come back. They're not saying they're closing, whilst about 50 to 60% are still open for business. So, in my opinion, none of these brands have actually left, despite all of the news from the mainstream media and some YouTubers who are telling you it's all gone and all these brands are finished and everyone here is just left buying sort of second-rate products produced here in Russia. It's not the case, and that's what I want to show you guys, just the truth. I'm not trying to tell you what's right or wrong, but just simply we come here and check these things out. So I think that would have changed the perception for a lot of you guys watching who have probably been told and seen something very different. So I hope it's useful information for you, and let me know in the comments below your thoughts on that. And I'll be back with another video very soon. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss it.